We all know the cramped experience of being crammed into an elevator with multiple people. You are glad to be out again quickly and to be able to breathe freely again. Hard to believe that there are people who squeeze into a cramped vehicle like the Titan submarine, which actually is something for that you have no words, because it is an impossibility. An impossibility, an underwater capsule, more illusion than reality, and controlled with a game console inside. What a fake. Surely nobody is going to squeeze into something like that, like into a crowded elevator. But far from it. Since Sunday we have been receiving reports of missing persons from the mini submarine Titan, in which 5 passengers went on a dive to the Titanic, which sank in 1912. The Titanic collided with an iceberg on April the 2nd, 1912 on its maiden voyage and lies at a depth of around 4,000 meters, 690 kilometers off the coast of Newfoundland. She buried with her over 1,500 people. As we now know, this diving of the millionaires was a suicide mission of no return. For a ticket price of between $100,000 to $150,000, they risked their lives and lost. How absurd and macabre is such an undertaking? How crazy or how bored does one have to be to risk one's life so carelessly? What a kick with morbid charm for everyone who already has everything. It's something you can talk about later at the golf club, like a trip to the moon. But the voices of the high society adventurers have been silenced forever. I have followed the search operations in the last few days with sympathy and my prayers. The idea that people are trapped at a depth of 4,000 meters without enough air to breathe leaves no one cold. Yesterday we received the report of a debris field near the Titanic, which a diving robot discovered, and the delayed message from the US Navy that a loud explosion was recorded on Sunday, the day the Titan went missing. It now turns out that the explosion was the Titan's implosion. All our hopes and prayers after the Titan disappeared were in vain. The passengers were all dead by then already. One last consolation remains. They didn't suffocate painfully, but probably hardly noticed anything about their death. In addition to my sympathy, I also feel incomprehension and anger about the deaths of these millionaires. How stupid and macabre it is to embark on such an ascension command. The expression ascension command comes from the military language and means a suicide mission in which death is deliberately taken into account. How many people there are who would give anything to live one another year but cannot because they are victims of a terminal illness. The Titanic was described as unthinkable with the arrogance of a technology-believing dawning 20th century. The Titan is now part of this Titanic story.